Hey, what's going on, traders? To watch this video for New Year's Eve, Tuesday, December 31st, last trading day of the year. It is a full day. I expect light volume because the market's closed Wednesday, and I really expect light volume Thursday and Friday too, but we'll see, right? SPY, a little bit of selling, only took it down to the 8-day, but still, when you go to intraday, you will see was kind of an ugly sell-off from the open. It didn't really recover very well ever. I got to share something with you, and this isn't really any trading lesson. This is more just, like when something happens that just beats all the odds, I have to share it. So if you weren't in chat today, I popped up a screenshot of my sell on ARDS. Let me show you the chart real quick. So ARDS had news and it started spiking, right? So by the way, note the very top of this candle, $7.08 right there. Go to like 2-minute candle. So it had news, it halted, came out of the halt, halted again. I was actually bidding below 6 looking for a whole number pullback. And it went down to 587, literally the low of that candle. I got filled at the low of this candle, but it's a partial fill. I didn't get my full position. And then on my sell, I got filled at 708. So I literally bought the bottom here, this is after the second halt, and sold the top here. Now, I didn't make very much money because I got a partial fill on my buy, right? I didn't get the full fill, but still, I popped into chat, or I was in chat, I took a screenshot of it to share it because how often does that happen, right? Bought the bottom, sold the top. And again, not really the bottom, but the bottom after it came out of the halt. I'm pretty proud of that, and I said, that's not even skill, that's more luck than anything. So I get in chat, brag a little bit, and say, hey, everybody, and I know I didn't call this. This is kind of a dangerous rogue trade that I was taking. So I didn't call it in chat because it was kind of a dangerous trade. But anyway, I get on and post a screenshot, especially impressed with my 708 sell. And shortly after that, Wayne posts a screenshot. So I'm going to slide the chart over. I took a screenshot of the whole chart here. I have to share this. So this is mine. You can see right there, I was bidding at 587. See how it says partial fill? And in parentheses, they have a shorthand of you're out, meaning when I took the screenshot, I wasn't in it anymore. So that's what that means. But anyway, so it shows partial fill. That one didn't fill at all. I had a limit of 697, so I canceled it. That's why that one says you're out. You see no filled price there. Then I did a limit of 701, and I sent the order as it was ripping through 7. I got filled at 708. So there's my high of day print. That is literally the high of day. And then it came all the way back down. I had a few shares left, and I just hit out at the market and filled at 613. But still, from a 587 entry, not bad, right? So anyway, I brag, and then Wayne posts this. He did a limit sell of 7 and got filled at 708. Literally, neither one of us knew the other was trading it. If you're a trader at all, you'll appreciate this. This isn't me bragging. You'll appreciate how freaking rare this was that this happened. Neither one of us knew the other was trading it. We both hit out and filled at exactly the top. Again, I'm not bragging. I barely made a significant amount of money because I got a partial fill. But still, how cool is that, right? That doesn't happen very often. So I wanted to share that with you. All right, that's it. That's, to me, absolutely insane. All right, anyway, so let's go to the daily on the SPY again. That's where we always start. What are we watching for tomorrow now? BNGO. It's kind of had my attention over the past couple months. I'll zoom in a little bit because he had this massive spike. He had a nice secondary spike, but he gave it all back. And when this happens, and keep in mind, this was like over 50 million shares, maybe 100 million between these 3 or 4 days. When this happens and you get a move like this, and then it comes all the way back down, probably because of an offering, I think. Then, and I'll slide over. So when this happens, you got all these bag holders. Then when you get a gap up, 3 weeks later, whatever it was, this is very common for it to get slapped down again. All the bag holders selling, getting a little bit of a pop. Look what happens. Another pop and slapped right back down. Another pop, slapped right back down. You see this all the time. So many bag holders, but this is becoming interesting because today, a little over 5 million shares traded hands, topped out at 125. So it's a quarter number. It's taken out the highs of this day, which was 118. So now it's putting in kind of a higher high, and you've got another catalyst here at 130. and another catalyst here that it topped out at exactly 150. So we might be starting a breakout here with some dominoes to possibly fall. So I do want to watch BNGO. ARDS, I already showed you what Wayne and I did on that one today. But it goes back on watch. Now keep in mind, this big volume spike, still only 250,000 shares, but and closed well off its highs. Maybe a red to green gets it going again, so I'm going to put it on watch. Not my favorite though. SVRA, this one's interesting to me because going to 5-minute candles, it gapped up and in the opening 5 minutes popped, but then just bears took over and bears won the day. Except end of day, it ends up going from all the way down here where bears are winning to take out the highs. So now you've got this kind of interesting daily chart, probably some short covering. And yeah, there was. I was just going to say, usually when you have that, when shorts at the end of the day get kind of stuffed on something like this, usually have after hours movement too. And I just glanced over and it looks like it was over $6 at one point in after hours. And right now trading at 574. I guess, I don't know if the after hour session's over or not. So this one's absolutely worth watching. Probably going to gap up tomorrow though, but that one goes on watch. SEED, S-E-E-D. Let me pan out a little bit. Big volume spike for this stock, but still barely over 500,000 and closed well off of its highs. Still worth watching for a red to green. I think that one's pretty thin, so doubt I'll trade it, but who knows. NIO, massive volume here. Look at that. 433 million shares traded hands. And it's well off its highs, which actually makes this one more interesting because a nice breakout today on earnings. Chinese electric car maker topped out at 487, but closed all the way down at 372. So that might give a nice looking red to green. I definitely want to watch that one. MIK had a big pop on Friday. Quiet inside day today. Maybe interesting through 8 tomorrow with today's high being just above that at 806. Might have a whole number inflection point setup happening there. MREO, another one that had a big 2-day run, topped out at exactly 3 today. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's say it topped out at 3, but it looks like the high was 301. I didn't even see that happen. Anyway, a quiet red day, much lower volume. Sometimes when you get a massive move, one red day, and then it turns and it's right back up. So I want to watch that one. PT gapped up on Friday, sold off. Also sold off today, but kind of a nice intraday reversal. Maybe that one's already ready to turn back up. Rite Aid. Okay, nobody thought Rite Aid, R-A-D, deserved, after this gap up, to get all the way to almost 24, right? I mean, nobody did. I'm sure their ice cream that they sell in some of their stores is good, and that's one of the reasons I heard it was running, which made me laugh. But anyway, with it hitting almost 24, hit 23.88 on Friday, just like that, sells off and then sells off again today, all the way down below 16. I'd like to see another red day, and it'd probably be my top pick after that. But I definitely want to already start watching it tomorrow. All right. And then for a bounce, and then NLNK, another massive mover, and then really kind of an ugly 2 red days, but just now getting down to the 8-day. So another decent bounce play setup. We'll add some gappers to this list as well. Just keep in mind, volume's fairly low right now because of the holidays, but I'm certain we'll find something good to trade. I'm done babbling. We'll see you in chat tomorrow.